Here's a great way to work on some of your deep rotator muscles of the hip. All you're going to need is a foam roller for the most basic version of this. And then to progress it, you do have options to add in things like a resistance band, resistance loop, or ankle weights. We're just going to talk about the basic version of this so far. So what we're going to do is line this up in front of you. You want to lie down on your side. It's okay if you support your head with your arm or with a pillow. I want to start with my knee, my bottom knee. It's going to be tucked back behind me, so it's basically a straight line below. And then, with the foam roller in front of me, I'm going to put this top leg up on it. So my hip is at about 90 degrees, my knee is at about 90 degrees, and it's completely supported along the foam roller here. For the first part, to work internal rotation of this top leg, I can have my foot pointed or I can have it flexed, it doesn't really matter, but I want to maintain contact with my knee on the foam roller, and then I'm just going to lift my ankle up and come back down. You're just going to go as far as is comfortable without wanting to hike your hip up a bunch to try to get more motion. Your torso should stay very still through all of this. If you need to have a hand here to kind of lock your hip down a little bit, that's totally fine. So this is our exercise number 1. With this, I could tie a resistance band underneath the foam roller and have it looped around my ankle so that when I pull up, it pulls up against resistance, or I can simply use an ankle weight on this ankle. Now for what the other leg is going to do to work on external rotation or turning out. I'm going to start in the same exact position, my bottom leg in that same position with my thigh going parallel to this foam roller, my knee bent, and this top leg supported on top. However, I'm going to change my angle so you can see what the other foot does. Here we can see that I'm in the same exact position. This bottom leg is straight down at the hip, but I have my knee bent to about 90 degrees, and then this top leg is just like we had it on the other side, propped up on the foam roller in front of me. So when I was doing that internal rotation exercise with that top leg, it looks like this coming from the other angle. But what we're focusing on now is external rotation with the other leg. So my knee and thigh are going to stay on the floor, and I just want to lift my foot up off of the ground, like so. Again, my torso and pelvis are staying pretty still. I'm not letting myself rotate through my spine or hike my hip in order to get that motion. So it wants to stay really still, and then I just move my foot.